Zero. There is a brutal, undeniable reality about the modern WNBA that the establishment desperately tries to hide from paying fans. The league operates with an archaic, highly toxic level of physicality designed to intimidate and wear down elite offensive talent. For more than 2 years, Caitlin Clark was forced to survive this absolute bloodbath alone, absorbing cheap shots and flagrant fouls, while the Indiana Fever front office remained completely silent. But the era of polite, passive basketball is officially dead and buried. Caitlin Clark has now taken control of this franchise, executing a brilliant and ruthless personnel move that mathematically proves she possesses a higher basketball IQ than the entire Indiana Fever front office combined. Welcome back to WNBA Pro. Today, we are ripping the doors completely off the hinges to expose the absolute genius of Caitlin Clark operating as the unofficial general manager of the Indiana Fever. We are blending the explosive cinematic reality of on-court psychological warfare with the cold, hard defensive analytics that validate this massive roster shift. If you thought the signing of Hines-Allen was just another random transaction, you need to radically recalibrate your perspective, because we are about to break down exactly how Clark orchestrated this move, expose the terrifying defensive statistics Hines-Allen is generating, and reveal why the old guard is officially on notice. Let's set the stage and completely dismantle the narrative surrounding this roster addition.
Winning. Being able to play with Caitlin Clark, I think that was a huge eye-opening. I have the opportunity to play with one of the greatest players that's ever going to play the game of basketball. So for me, once I also heard that, she really wants me here too, I was like, oh, well, let's get it done then. There's no questions about it. So
during the Fever Media Day, Hines-Allen sat at the press conference table and made a massive, incredibly revealing admission. She openly stated that the opportunity to play with Caitlin Clark was a huge eye-opening moment, calling her one of the greatest players who will ever play the game of basketball. But the real shock came when Hines-Allen admitted that, once she heard Caitlin Clark specifically wanted her in Indiana, there were no more questions to ask. She immediately signed the contract. Caitlin Clark looked at the Indiana Fever roster, recognized the catastrophic lack of physical intimidation, and actively recruited the exact missing piece needed for a championship run. The front office finally complied, and the immediate results have been nothing short of a complete revelation. When Hines-Allen arrived, skeptics feared she would step outside her role and hijack the offense in pursuit of individual accolades. Instead, she has fully embraced her identity as the ultimate unyielding enforcer. However, this is not just about physical play or throwing blind elbows in the paint. This is about undeniable, overwhelming mathematical dominance.
Before the break, we got a little John going on. Caitlin says, hey, you and me, Hayes, you and me. This is how you bring the roof down. All tied up here with 5:14 to go.
What the numbers are. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Hines-Allen is the most impactful defender when it comes to pure points in the league. And Caitlin has chosen wisely. Shout out to Caitlin, man. Let Caitlin be the GM, man. Why not, man? Amber Cox, clean your desk out. Get out of here.
Take a look at the absolute, indisputable analytical data. Currently, Hines-Allen possesses the highest offensive net rating in the entire WNBA at a staggering plus 9.6. Mathematically, she is the most impactful and devastating defensive force on the hardwood right now. She uses her massive frame to dominate the glass, set immovable concrete screens, and completely prevent opposing bigs from establishing any position under the basket. She is not trying to become the MVP. Instead, she is focused on becoming the ultimate, terrifying security system that allows the MVP to operate without fear of physical assault. However, the true value of an elite enforcer goes far beyond statistics. It is deeply psychological. An enforcer acts as a physical deterrent, a human security system that fundamentally changes the behavior of the opposing team the very second they step onto the court.
Hines-Allen, a few years ago when we were asking for an enforcer, everybody was acting like we were asking somebody to come out on the court and pistol whip somebody. Like, an enforcer is somebody who will handle stuff like this Be a presence, like just show them. It's like a.
As the analysis on AK Nation TV correctly pointed out, an enforcer does not need to run onto the court and physically attack an opponent. A true enforcer operates more like a security guard at a high-end retail store, simply standing in the doorway. Their physical presence alone forces everyone else to completely change their behavior. When opposing players see Myisha Hines-Allen lurking in the paint, they immediately think twice about taking cheap shots. And if a team like the Chicago Sky decides to test the waters, Hines-Allen is fully prepared to deliver a hard, unapologetic screen that sends a clear and definitive message. The Indiana Fever are no longer a soft team. This level of physical protection is absolutely crucial, not only for Caitlin Clark, but for the entire young core of the franchise.
Like choking Caitlin, then you got to come over there and grab and pull them off of them. A lot of times it's just, oh, we saw that. Okay. Next time down, boom, chicken wing to that girl. And it's like, oh, just a message. She got to send messages and let it be known.
Aaliyah Boston has developed into a phenomenal, elite offensive center. However, as the game film consistently shows, Boston has historically struggled to physically defend herself when opposing veterans become overly aggressive in the paint. Having Myisha Hines-Allen on the roster provides the ultimate physical insurance policy, while Boston continues developing that indispensable competitive edge and mean streak. But in order to maintain complete, unbiased analytical credibility, we also have to address the one glaring flaw that Hines-Allen must correct immediately.
And then when you get the rebound on defense, the defensive rebound, get the ball to Caitlin. Do not dribble that ball down the court. That's not you, okay? And I get it. Sometimes you look for Caitlin and she's being face guarded. Just hold the ball and let her juke her man and break free and then get her the ball. Don't just instantly see her face guarded and then just...
When you secure a defensive rebound, you do not put your head down and attempt to dribble the basketball 94 feet through transition traffic. You are an elite enforcer, not a point guard. The exact second you secure the rebound, your absolute non-negotiable priority is to locate Caitlin Clark. Even if the defense is aggressively face guarding her, you hold the basketball, allow her to work her defender off the ball, and then deliver the pass. You do not sprint down the court at full speed just to get trapped in the corner and force a turnover. The Fever offense operates with historic, lethal efficiency when the ball is in Clark's hands, and any deviation from that formula becomes an unnecessary, self-inflicted risk. The Indiana Fever are officially shedding their soft, easily manipulated identity. Caitlin Clark recognized the problem, demanded the solution, and the resulting defensive statistics are impossible to ignore. This is WNBA Pro. Smash that subscribe button right now if you want fearless, high-octane analysis that destroys fake narratives and fiercely defends the greatness of the players who truly move the needle. Drop your most explosive, unfiltered take in the comments below. Is Caitlin Clark the best general manager in the WNBA right now? And how terrified is the old guard of Myisha Hines-Allen's defense? I want every honest basketball opinion in that comment section. Hit the notification bell, because the physicality is escalating. The defensive analytics do not lie. And we are documenting every single piece of the wreckage. We will see you in the next one.